Shanti. I wanted to share a practice that I've been working on for quite some time. So it invites mudras or hand gestures or energetic seals into our asana practice. So I started with mudras as really a tool for mindfulness. So I searched out mudras and their meaning energetically and physiologically, and I used them throughout the day to balance, moods, fluctuations of the mind, maybe something that I get stuck on. But when it all boils down, really just day-to-day anxiety. I took this path with my son as well, and they're very, very helpful. So the first mudra that we're going to weave into the practice is Hakini mudra. And so you marry up all the digits. So we've got representation in Ayurveda of the thumb, meaning fire, the pointer finger, meaning air, the middle finger, ether, the ring finger, fire, and the baby finger, water. So we're going to take all 5 tips of the fingers to their corresponding parts and bring that at heart center. So Hakini mudra. So we're balancing all of these 5 earth elements within our physical body. And we're also really intentionally balancing left and right sides of the brain, left and right sides of the body, the masculine and feminine, and allowing our energy to really balance all up and down Sushumna or central channel. So Hakini mudra we can add in a variety of places in asana practice. So when the mind begins to fluctuate and the breath isn't enough and the sensation in our body doesn't seem to be enough, and we all have days like that, right? We can add in some mudras to enhance our sense of grounding and presence and allow us to come back to this now moment. So thank you so much for joining this mudra and asana practice. We're just going to sit and treat ourselves to 10 breaths in Hakini mudra, noticing any effects that this mudra has on our physical being, on our emotional being, on our thinking or analytical or internal mind, manamaya kosha being. And when you're ready, in your own space and time, we're going to release the mudra and come into a tabletop position. So if you need to sway from side to side, feel free to do so, but draw the low belly in and up, and on your next inhale, we're just going to treat ourselves to a cow pose, bringing the heart through the gate of the shoulders. And as you exhale, empty out completely, navel to spine, chin to chest. Press the earth away. And as you're ready, come back to a nice neutral table again. We're going to come into spinal balance or sunbird pose. So taking the right foot back and lifting it up, toes pointing down. In your own space and time, you're going to take your left hand, and before you extend it, take your ring finger, bring it into the palm of your hand and bring the thumb on top. As you extend the hand, we're in sunbird pose, which is a spinal balance, and we have Surya mudra, so the mudra of the sun. This increases tapas or heat or fire right in the solar plexus where we need to activate that heat and fire in this pose. Explore this asana and mudra combination for a few more breaths, activating the solar plexus, really energizing that 3rd chakra area of our physical body. And when you're ready, slowly lower the left hand and the right knee. We're going to pivot the left shin behind us step in the outer edge of the right foot and come into gate pose. So here we're opening up the chest. So we're going to take Vaya Mudra. So the index finger is the air element. We're going to tamp that down by taking the index finger into the palm of the hand, bringing the thumb on top. So opening up the heart center, rotating the rib cage to the sky, adding in Vaya Mudra if it serves you. One more complete breath cycle, anywhere the gaze is comfortable. And when you're ready, closing the pose down, finding a tabletop position, inhaling to a cow pose, and exhaling to a cat pose. Slowly, on your next inhale, glance forward, tuck the toes under, and exhale, find an Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Just for a breath or two, just taking the weather pattern, checking out what's going on today. And on an exhale, wait for it, we're just going to step the feet to the hands. Inhale the arms out and up. Palms touch up and overhead. Exhale, Samastitihi. Coming into a warrior pose, we're just going to step the right foot back, finding Virabhadrasana B. So find your natural alignment for warrior two. Hands at heart center to start. And I really love this next mudra. It's called Meridanda Mudra. You're going to take the thumbs up, hands into fists, and when you're ready, extend the arms away, glancing over your left or right thumb, whatever arm is extended over your bent knee. So this mudra as well lengthens the spine. It kind of really balances it perpendicular to the earth. It activates all the chakras. So again, another balancing mudra. It's very energizing. It allows energy to move from the base of the spine to the top of the head. One more full in-breath and full out-breath. As you're ready, return to our normal Virabhadrasana hand position. We're just going to take the front forearm onto the thigh, bringing the top arm up. So the mudra that I would like to share here is Prana Mudra. We're going to take the peace fingers, extend them, and bring the other tips of the fingers together. So the thumb is going to meet the ring finger and the pinky finger. So anywhere you want to take your gaze in this shape, but prana, moving energy along the central channel and outward. So if you think of that in this shape, we're moving energy along the base of our spine and radiating outward. Prana Mudra. Explore any sensation, where this might be landing in your physical body for one or two more breaths. And as you're ready, inhale back up, Virabhadrasana B. And exhale, windmill the hands to frame the left foot. We're just going to step back to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Savasana. Noticing what you notice. Letting go of anything that no longer serves you. And before we move on to the second side, invitation to drop the knees down. Have a seat in hero's pose. And the mudra that I would like to introduce here is Vishuddha Mudra. So we're going to take the thumbs and bring them to the base of the ring finger, where you would wear your rings. Right there. And we're going to bring the palms facing up, a gesture of receiving. So this is really a purification mudra. It targets the throat chakra. It really has the same energetic component as a Kali mudra, that Kali Durga, purification, cleansing energy. So take a softer gaze or close the eyes. And notice any effects the that this mudra has internally, physiologically, emotionally. Allowing yourself another full cycle of breath. And when you're ready, inviting the eyes open. We're going to come back over into a tabletop when you're ready, just taking everything on the opposite side. So inhaling for a nice generous cow pose. Exhaling, allowing yourself to really luxuriate in your cat pose. Coming back to a neutral spine, gazing long, finding spinal balance on the opposite side. So dropping, if it was your left, your right hip last time, now it's your left, or vice versa, and taking Surya Mudra, adding it in. So your ring finger comes into your palm of your hand, thumb seals the ring finger in, breathing long, maybe visualizing that element, that solar element, that heat, that light radiating from the third chakra, the Manipura chakra, out into the rest of the shape, the rest of your being. And slowly closing the pose on an exhale. We're going to pivot the right shin back this time, finding gate pose. I like Vaya Mudra here. So opening, rotating the chest to the sky. The index finger is going to come into the palm, thumb on top. Activating that air element within our body, the movement, the current of movable energy. Gate pose. As you're ready, close the pose on an exhale, drop the left knee down. Find Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog, for a breath or two. Inhaling to glance forward, use your exhale to walk the feet to the hands, root down and rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastitihi. So stepping the left leg back this time, finding Virabhadrasana B alignment. So taking your time, dropping the pelvis neutrally in between the outstretched limbs. And if it served you, Meridanda Mudra. So thumbs reach up, fists come together, and on an inhale, push away. Notice there's a little bit different extension and opening through the pectorals in this shape, in this asana. Allowing the spine to be long and perpendicular to the earth. Allowing energy to flow freely up to the top of the head as you inhale and down to the base of the spine as you exhale. One more conscious breath here. And in your own space and time, find an inhale, wait for it. Virabhadrasana B, Warrior Two. We're going to take the front forearm, bring it onto the thigh, and peace fingers extend. Middle finger and baby finger touch the thumb. Prana Mudra. So prana, that current that moves from the central channel and expands outward. Prana Vayu Mudra. Anywhere you wish to take your gaze. Breathing into this asana, this mudra. Maybe taking a softer gaze and noticing the subtle effects. One more conscious breath. And as you're ready, inhale back up through Warrior Two. Use your exhale to close the pose, stepping it back to Adho Mukha Savasana, last downward facing dog of the practice here. And in your own space and time, drop to the knees. Find Sukhasana or a hero's pose. Your choice. The last mudra that I'd like to invite in is Hridaya mudra. So it's the mudra of the heart chakra, Anahata chakra. And Anahata chakra, translated in Sanskrit, means unbeaten or unstruck. So the mudra really doesn't overlap, and I'm hoping that you can see it here. So the fingers really mirror that, unbeaten or unstruck. They don't really touch each other. It's very beautiful. The index finger comes into the base of the thumb, and there's coincidentally or not a marma point there that also relates to the heart chakra. And then you're just going to rest the ring finger and the middle finger on the thumb, and the pinky finger extends. So this is the gesture of the heart. I like to take it with both hands. If your heart needs a little bit of an uplift, you can bring palms facing up. If your heart needs a little bit of a rest, you can bring palms facing down. So, allowing this mudra to work through you the next few breaths, focusing on your heart, allowing things to surface, allowing yourself to breathe in your true self, your true nature, your true potential, and breathe out anything that no longer serves you. Letting your heart, literally the area around your heart, physiologically expand as you inhale. And as you exhale, compassionately letting it just soften. Releasing any need to guard, to protect, to put up walls, or to buy into stories. 3 more breaths on your own. Releasing any mudra. We're going to bring the hands to heart center, an Anjali mudra that we practice quite often, a little space between the palms. The light within me honors, sees, reflects, and bows to the light within you. Thank you for allowing me to share this very, very personal practice. Namaste.